Let me tell you why I hate the Milwaukee 15-inch Packout bag. So this is the one I love. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. But as a carpenter by trade, I grew up building custom homes. We're now a remodeling firm at North Built. You know, we're inside of homes all the time, finished spaces, and you know, a traditional kind of carpenter's bag, framer's bag is a no-go. We don't use those. The guys don't get those. That's not a thing we do. So we're using Go-Bags. Call them whatever you want. That's what we like to call them. This is I don't know, that's a 15.5. I'm betting this is the 15-inch version. You can get them at Home Depot. You can get them on Amazon, direct from Milwaukee, you know, wherever you want. So we picked these up. I think this is our first one, probably about a year ago, and gave it a shot because we love the Packout systems. Like the integrated features and functions and the reliability of sliding them together, putting them on the roller carts, all the individual compartments with the hard boxes, like those are great. We absolutely love those in our vans, rolling into job sites, you know, mix and match what you want, slap them together, roll them in. Like they work really efficiently and they're great for us and our teams and what we do. So love all things Milwaukee Packout. Besides the Go-Bag. The Go-Bag, I think for carpenters is atrocious. And the key reason being is it's narrow. It's long and it's narrow. And what that does is it kind of limits what you can put in here and the way that you can configure it. From the trades that I know and I've talked to, plumbers, electricians, HVAC technicians, I've found that they really like these bags for all the reasons and all the tools that they carry. For us, our tool system or our tool sets tend to be slightly different and they just don't function that well in the Milwaukee bags. Again, this is the 15-inch. I think they make a 20-inch version as well, but it's the same profile, right? It's kind of narrow and long. You know, in here we've got kind of our traditional stuff. You know, got a hammer, got a claw, got a drill. Over here we've got cat's paw, you know, we've got some glue, general stuff, right? Like it's nothing crazy. You know, got our knife, got our tape, we've got place for pencils and pens, stud finder. You know, it does have a couple of zipper pockets. I would say these zipper pockets are pretty, they might kind of expand a little bit over time. They're pretty dang small. You know, you can fit some bits in there maybe. Up here, this one's even smaller. You got an earplug in there. So there's some stuff that you could use, but ultimately, this long, narrow profile just doesn't work very well for us as carpenters. I think as specialized trades, like I mentioned, plumbers, electricians, HVAC techs, probably works really well. We just find that it just doesn't accommodate our needs. So Milwaukee, if you're hearing this, we would love a version that looks like this. I've had this bag, I think it's an AWP. I think I got it from Lowe's, probably like 10 or 15 years ago at this point. And what I'll say, a key difference here is the handle point. It's not sitting on this middle part that's a divider. It's going from end to end. And then it does have a couple smaller interior dividers here, but the way the pockets are conformed, this is a square bag. I mean, let's you know, same thing. It's got a tape holder. I think it's a 12. Yeah, this is a 12-inch bag. So I fit all of the same tools, if not maybe even a touch more. I've got some knee pads in here. It doesn't look like the guys have knee pads in there. And then I've got all the same things in my bag as they do, plus knee pads. I've got a little bit of a go bag here. I've got a couple extra wrenches. Oh no, I guess they've got that. But regardless, right? I've got a key aspect here, knee pads in a smaller bag. So I'm fitting more into a smaller bag than they can into the larger bag. And even just from a weight perspective, from a size perspective, from just overall management perspective and being able to put this in places, you know, throw it on your shoulder, take it in, whatever, it's got everything that I need. I have loved the profile of this bag, and to be honest, we're probably gonna go back to it. The key difference, right, is it doesn't integrate with a Packout roller bag, or a roller box. So what we like to do, like I mentioned, is we'll put those roller boxes together, or we'll take a key set of tools in a roller box. We'll slap on maybe one or two smaller ones for screws or fasteners or other things we might need that day. And then it's really nice to clip this on, and then you just roll it in. That's the whole point. That's why we love all the things about Packout. But when it comes to the Go Bag, there's a lot of times where we can just take this in, and I can do almost anything that I need to that day on our project with what I have in here. So ultimately, you know, I think what it comes down to is, for carpenters, we've found that the Milwaukee Packout bags are too long, they're too narrow, and they don't fit kind of our tool sets, as well as more of a square bag with similar functionality and a smaller size. So Milwaukee, like I say, if you're hearing this, we would love you to replicate a little bit more of a square option for us carpenters. We'd love it. So if you're hearing this, let's go with that.